Okay, so what's the servlet?
What is the servlet?
Engine. Okay.
Transfers, request, response, has something to do with that.
Well, the same thing on the JSPs, right?
Okay.
Usually, one of the definitions of server is that the servers are supposed to run on the server. But serverless are nothing more than Java programs. In Java, that you saw Java 1, Java 2, Java 3, Java 5, all of this. Can you make serverless with HTML? Java with HTML? The answer is yes, you can. You can mix them up. And remember the imports that we did in Java?
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of imports for serverless. All family of those import things. But it's exactly Java, the same thing as you saw before. So that's basically the definition of those servlets. And what it says is that if you have a method, let's say, a class that you need to do, decide whether you need to do a JSP or a servlet is based on what's in it. If most of the stuff can be done in Java, then you select the servlet. If most of the stuff can be done in HTML, then you select the JSP. If it's half and half, then he says that you have to redesign the work that you're doing. So you put some guys on servlets and some guys on JSP. Okay? So when you create a servlet, it actually creates a class, like a period class. It's like in Java, same thing. Same idea. So the other idea that he has is that after chapter 1 that we did, we were calling. We had a method that did an action or call another method, right? We only did, I think, 2 of them, right? The index was another one. That's what we did?
The edit and confirm, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
The edit and confirm, yeah.
Edit and confirm, right. Oh. So the student guys, I assume it looks similar to this guy here. Let's see, maybe even better. No, don't fall asleep, man. Wrong place. Right.
What?
No, myself over here. I should have student guy here. I should have selected this guy and right click on. Okay. So it probably looks something like this, but a lot bigger. The ones that you guys did. And you want to put something in there and okay, everybody is like this, really nice square.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem, right? No, nothing going like this and no. Right?
Yeah.
Oops. Right?
So far, so good.
So, and you submitted something like this? Then you did some editing?
Professor,
Yes.
how come, can you go to that submitting, the previous page that you have 4 buttons?
Yeah.
How come you have 4? No? The one that you just clicked down, how come I had, no?
That one?
The one that you keep skipping?
Lower. Lower. I go ahead and do submit?
And freeze.
How come that one has 4 buttons?
Oh, because the other 3 are empty. Right, so if I put something.
No, no, no,
on the button.
Buttons.
Oh, buttons.
How come it has 4 buttons
Yeah,
and when the
man.
assignment only requested 2?
Oh, no, this I'm gonna use today for the class today, okay? The same thing like this guy here, you don't have this over there, right?
No.
No.
And you probably, nobody has them a line like this?
No.
Mm, yes.
You do?
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Well, no, let's say that.
Transparent table?
Just detail.
Yeah, just details, okay.
I-
So, anybody that had a straight like this, who had it like that? Okay, so what do you do to have it like that?
You had it.
The
Yeah.
ants and then.
You did the ends? Okay,
Self
who else?
space.
What else you done?
What do you do?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
it's
Use
based-
the text box?
What was the
Text boxes,
question?
Right, but I mean to have it straight like this.
What did you
Oh,
do?
so
the
the
boxes?
S
You
or
had it, sir.
BS or NSB something?
Not BSP,
That one? With the color.
right, not BS.
Are we just doing the requirements?
Okay.
Couldn't remember.
What about you?
Mention it.
Yes, and
In order to align the boxes, you padded. What I did was pad the boxes. Padded in between the text and the box.
Okay,
I used to sew padding.
all right.
And BSB.
So actually, the best way to do that, but it's not on this book, I don't know exactly if it's gonna be there or when will it be there. It's called tables. And tables is nothing more than two-dimensional arrays, and you guys are experts in two-dimensional arrays, right?
No,
Mm.
no.
Of course, you're two-dimensional arrays experts. So this is how it works, okay? And it's very, very simple. Really, you go ahead and say table, okay? So table is the type of data structure you're gonna create. If you have border equals 1, it's gonna put a line on every one of the indexes of the two-dimensional array. If you have a 0, then it's going to show like it showed there with the students. There's no table showing there, right? Let me run this again so we can go back and forth. Oh man, again the same error, okay. Go back to here. Shift F6, right? Oh, right click run. Notice that these boxes, you can actually see the boxes because the borderline here is 1. This one is also a table like this, but the borders are 0.
Mm.
And the reason why they look so different is just because of the borders, okay? So we go back to here, and so you said border, table, border 1, and then the width. In this case, I made it 400. And then you go into, that's just like saying array, okay, giving it an array name. And then what's TR?
Table row.
Table row. It's just like RC color, remember? So the first one is the row, and then the ones inside the row are either D's or H for columns. Now, you tell me where columns says TH. Is there an H in columns? No.
It's heading, man.
Is there a D in columns? No. So, you know, whoever did this was drunk again. But that's how it goes. You create an array by the name of table, you have your rows, and then inside the rows you have the columns. And how many columns can you have in a row? As many as you want. Okay? So this one is called month and the other one is called saving. And this one is more like a heading. Month and savings, right? So this is month and savings. Now we have this one that says January, February at $100 and $80, so we go back over there. So you see, on the column, you have January and then $100. So now I go ahead and create another row. And the next row I have February and $80. Just like an array, exactly an array. Then I go ahead and create another table. So this table, the border is 2. Cell padding. It means how much space do you want from one index to the other one. Okay, the cell padding. Also the spacing. How much spacing do you want from one and the other one? And in this case, the width. And then again, as this one before, you notice that over here it's all lowercase letters. I also made this one capital letters to show you that it doesn't matter whether you use capital letters or lowercase letters. Exactly the same. Yes, sir.
Which one would you prefer?
The uppercase or lowercase?
Yeah,
It's up to you.
okay.
Yeah. Whatever works for you. You can even mix them, by the way, you know. So again, you have another table here with some cell padding and all that, and then you have a row, and the width in this case is 100. And then on one, you say column 1, column 2, and that's the end of those two guys there, so we go back to them, and we show them over here. Okay?